When we talk about the God, the English mess it up, and I look at it, we say yame. Yame is literally an essence that you come into contact with that fills you up. The Creator has brought you here to fulfill a specific duty, a specific assignment, and this assignment must happen regardless of you. So He's designed a system that the humans would need in our survival in this physicality. And one of the necessities of every human being is the energies, what we call the gods. The gods are not supposed to make you miserable. The gods are serving the Creator. Every single duty of every single God is to please the Creator. Majority of us have got it confused and think that when you talk about the subject of God, or you're talking about something demonic. How is it demonic when you just talk about the plant that the Creator created? How is this any demonic? How is this any evil? How is this any satanic operation that the devil is trying to mislead you and take you to hell? Akwaba. Welcome to the Maker Series. I'm myself, Kojo Bento, and I'm always excited. To do this. And I don't want to talk much. We've been sparring a little bit. We've just been sparring, but I just want to move to the next step where I actually start teaching you some of the things, some of the practical things that you can do on your own to begin to see total transformation in your own life. And I get it. A lot of people think that this is a movement. A lot of people think this is a theory, this is an ideology, this is a system, this is something that I am trying to teach people. This is nothing like that. This is not a cult or a system or a religious body or a religious belief or faith. No, this is nothing. This is just you. All that I'm teaching is about you. You coming into who you really are. That's just what it is. And understanding what nature is all about, understanding the intelligence that the Creator has given to all of us, has given to every single creation, every single thing that is around us has a level of intelligence operating within them. And definitely this is something that we all have to look at it. Just you don't even have to read any book. You just have to open your eyes. You understand? You open your eyes, you open your awareness, and you begin to realize most of these things that I'm talking about. So this is not some script that I'm reading to you. This is not some faith-based system, some faith system that I'm trying to present to you. This is not like that. This is just you paying attention to essentiality, paying attention to everything that is in existence. Then that way we begin to actually understand the human body that you're given, understand your mind's faculty, understand your spirit's realm, and understand your created self, which is your core. I've been saying this since I started doing this series. So today I just want to go straight into it, and please make sure you order your power stick. Go to our website www.makra.org. Order your power stick. Make sure you have your power stick. Listen, this is definitely going to change the way you perceive things. This is your altar. This is your shrine. This is literally your mobile altar that is traveling with you wherever you go. And the minute you engage the power stick, I love mine, the crooked shape. I love mine. And I was hearing somebody say, I like the crooked shape too. Make sure you order your power stick. I don't want to do much talking this time around. I just want to go straight into it. And I want to start with the subject of evolving beyond this physical body. Whether we like it or not, everybody's going to shed off this physical body. So people want to say that. Somebody asked me a question actually on social media. Well, have you ever seen anybody evolve before? I mean, what we do here, we don't just talk. We do what we've seen. We do what we witness. We do the manifestation of the gods in everything that is around us. The gods. As a matter of fact, this is what most people don't know. Majority of the not all of the gods. Not all of the gods. We have a lot of gods around that are original gods. When I say original gods, they were created that way. Right? They were created to be gods from the beginning. A god is literally, now look at that, we say yame. Yame is literally an essence that you come into contact with that fills you up on all platforms, fills you up on all things. So, for example, if you're hungry, right, and you go to the forest and you see a piece of banana plants, right? And it gives you food, it gives you banana to eat. You've gotten that banana and it's brought you a level of satisfaction, okay? So that essence have brought you satisfaction. So when you banana no when you kodu no enya impo no ezi na me. And so why when you want me, so it becomes me yummy. Right? So it's not just when we talk about the gods, the English mess it up and make you think that it's an entity that is far beyond. It has to be robust. It has to be this figure that comes your way, and all of a sudden, everybody's shivering. No, that's not necessarily who a god is about, right? A god is literally anybody. So a human being can literally become your god. A human being can literally become a god because that human being brings you fulfillment. Nipa way, or the English mess up a lot of things. Nipa way miyana nama me this person, this being, this human being. Every time I come into contact with this person, I find fulfillment within myself. Right? So there are a lot of energies, essence. So that's why trees are gods. A lot of trees don't actually. Have you ever paid attention to who actually goes to the forest to plant those trees? Who does that? Sometimes you can see an array of trees and they are so arranged beautifully and you wonder, who did this? Because trees in a spirit sense, they descend or droop. That's the Akan. I'm trying to mix the Akan language with the English because in the Akan we hear it better, we get it better, we understand it better. It gives you a better perspective to what you're talking about. The English is dead, right? There's no vibrancy to it. So once you are trying to explain yourself in the English language with certain things, certain potencies, it's a bit difficult for people to understand, and people feel like you're talking about a script, but it's not necessarily a script because once the language itself is spiritual, the language itself is spiritual. Everything behind the language is an energy, is force. So it says, minyana nama me minyami, right? So when our father's understanding of a god was not necessarily some force, some being, some creature that shows up and is there to judge and condemn and all that. That's not what a god was supposed to be. Nyamino, that's not what it was supposed to be. It's an essence, an energy, a presence that when you come into contact with, it brings fulfillment to who you are. It brings fullness to who you are. Because the Creator has brought you here to fulfill a specific duty, a specific assignment. And this assignment must happen regardless of you. Sometimes you can be a bit rebellious and you can rebel against who the Creator has created you to be. And by the system, you go wayward to who you're supposed to be. That's perfect. Right? It happens. A lot of people, as a matter of fact, die without necessarily fulfilling who they are. Right? But the Creator is so... Come on, he's Lord over intelligence, so he's beyond intelligence, right? So he's designed a system that this system, whether you decide to finish the purpose to which you came to do or not, this system itself ensures that you fulfill that purpose. You understand? So for example, the sea, the Creator has created every single thing that the creatures in the sea would need for their survival. In the same way, he created every single thing that the humans would need in our survival in this physicality. And one of the necessities of every human being is the energies, what we call the gods, yami. Right? When we come into contact with them, they are not supposed to take from you. The gods are not supposed to peel from you. The gods are not supposed to devour you. The gods are not supposed to make you miserable. The gods are serving the Creator. You must understand it. The gods are not themselves. They are not all powerful by themselves, and they are not fuel by themselves to do everything they do as please or by will. No, every single energy, every single God, every single presence reports to the Creator. Hence, while we have the Godheads, the ones that the other gods report to, and they come together and present their offering to the Creator. This is why it's almost impossible for any human being to see the Creator. The best way to see the Creator is actually through His creation. You know what I'm saying? So now the gods are not necessarily in this existence to do things by themselves, to do things for themselves. The God, every single duty of every single God is to please the Creator. Just as the tree is pleasing the Creator, just as the bird is pleasing the Creator, just as you and I are pleasing the Creator. Every single God is in existence to please the Creator. And the Creator, how the gods please the Creator is serving every single thing in essentiality. So the gods are not just serving you, the gods are also serving and protecting the animals. That is why the antelope or the goat or the sheep or the cow or even some dogs, especially the local breed dog, the dogs knows exactly what herb to go for when they are feeling some kind of way in their system. So that you see a dog when it's sick, the dog will go to the bush and go and chew a particular herb, because even the dog has an intelligence that this particular herb, when I chew it, it will go into my system and will leave me from whatever discomfort that I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? So now the Creator has ensured that there's an energy in the tree, and this energy in the tree is serving the dog, it's serving the antelope, it's serving the cow. You know, the cow chews only grass, but out of this single grass comes in the protein, comes in the calcium, comes in the carbohydrate, comes in every single necessity the cow needs to grow fat and grow big out of the plant. So the plant is in existence to ensure the cow becomes what the Creator intended for the cow to be. So then the cow's God is literally the grass. You understand what I'm saying? The cow's God is literally the grass. So the cow, it doesn't care about which God turns the stars on, or which God this, or that. All that the cow is thinking about, oh, grass. Because the grass becomes a God. The grass is serving the cow. The gods were created necessarily to ensure that they render service to every single thing in existentiality, not the reverse. Majority of us have got to confuse and think that when you talk about the subject of God, or you're talking about something demonic. How is it demonic when you're just talking about the plant that the Creator created? Did the plant create itself? Did the plant bring itself into existentiality? Did the stones bring themselves into existentiality? Did the waterfalls, the rivers, the big rivers, the giants of the forest bring themselves into reality? No, they didn't. The Creator had a purpose for them. The Creator had an assignment for them. The Creator had an intention for them. So these energies are not of themselves. We have misrepresented everything. And so therefore, all of a sudden, created enemies within the Creator's creation that the Creator is not even looking at. So we came into existentiality to ensure that we become who we're supposed to be, protectors of everything that comes within our regions. Right now, beyond us are also the energies, which is the God English, which is a low, very low frequency word, but you know what I mean? Which these energies come into existentiality to also make sure they protect all that is within their regions. You know, when you move past that region, you have another group of people who there's a particular energy in that region that is serving them. This is why we have multiple gods, because every single god is doing something unique, something different from the other gods. So when you come to the practical things of living or essentiality, you realize that this particular group of people do this thing very well. So this other particular group of people are fishermen. This group are farmers. This group are this. This group are masons. This group are lawyers. Every single department, every single field of operation, every single region has an energy that is created to be in charge of that particular region. So for example, if you're a lawyer, there's an energy, there's a God that is in charge of law. There's an energy that is in charge of the law. There's an energy that is in charge of biology. There's an energy that is in charge of pharmacy. There's an energy that is in charge of every single thing that the human form or the human frame operates within. So now, back to what I started with, we have certain human beings that have been able to gather the intelligence, okay, to move beyond just the physical form and evolve into another form that they begin to render their service beyond the human scope. Trying so hard to break it down so all of us understand this. So human beings, right? They die, they evolve, they move on, and now they become energies. How is that possible? I taught you already in the previous videos that we evolve, we don't die. Right? Your evolvement by what you know. Evolving comprises with what you know. If you don't learn anything in this existence, your evolvement becomes a waste of time, because what are you evolving into? What are you carrying into the next realm? Right? So it's all based on what you know. Great. So now, when you know something, when you understand something, for example, if you exist in this physical realm and you mastered in healing, okay, this is what you mastered in. You learned the herbs, you mastered in healing, you did all of these things. Now, when you move away from this body, already by that time you understand the phenomenon of evolving and not necessarily dying. So when you move away, you go with that intellectuality, you go with that knowledge, you go with that know-how into the next realm as a healer, okay? Based on how long you've been in existence, because I'm telling you, most of us, majority of us are more than 1,000 years old. Majority of us. People are in existence that are billions of years old. Okay? So now, based on how long you've evolved, for example, you're a human being once, you evolved into a tree. After a tree's lifespan, you evolve into something else. You evolve into something else. Every plane you evolve in, you learn something from that realm. You keep gathering this intelligence, and all of it come under your belt. So now you evolve to be, let's say, to become an energy that resides in a river. Okay, you've taken the form of the river as your physical body. I don't know even if I've gone ahead of myself or gone back. Don't remember if this is the actual class that I taught to this or what. Because I don't want to say something now that I'll have to come back and say it later, right? But let me say it anyway. If I have to say it again, I'll say it again when I get it. So now you've moved from this physical body, okay? And you've picked up the water as your physical body. So when you are in existence, they call you Mami Abra. For example, just as an example, once you evolve from this physical body and you become the water, guess what your name is? Mami Abna. So now, because you become a whole existence on its own, which within yourself have other living existentiality, just as within your physical body, there are a lot of living presence within your physical body. Trillions of cells, all alive within you. So you walk around and you're a mobile colony on its own. So the river that is at your backyard or by the village or in the forest, whatever, is existing as a whole colony on its own, and within itself has a whole living existence ecology within it, right? But now this Mami Abra was once a human being like me and you, but has evolved with the knowledge and intelligence and everything that they gathered into the next realm. So now they become a water body. So when you go to that water body and you inquire of that water body, because that water body is in service of the Creator's creation, not just human being, but the fishes, the animals, the birds, everything, the plants, the trees, everything is taking a source of water from the river. So now you evolve into the water body. The water body is your physical body. Just as we human beings, as we are in this existence, this is our physical body. When you evolve, you can pick the wind as your physical body. So when they see you, they don't see you because you like your physical body is air. It's like a camouflage sort of, but your presence is still within the air. Okay, so now you go to the river and you inquire of the river. Now what happens? Whatever intelligence that the river was able, the energy, the presence, the Mami Abra that is in the river was able to carry from the previous life, right? That intelligence still sits in the water. So now when you go to consult that, oh, I want the fruit of the womb, what happens? Releases the intelligence that is gathered onto you and tell you, go and do this, pick this hair, pick this, put it together, go and eat it, go, you sleep, you have a dream, this is what happened, you have a child, right? This energy, Mami Abra has gathered the intelligence of how to reprocreate or how to procreate, right? So now, when you go to Mami Abra is only telling you, okay, this is the intelligence that I've gathered per my existence, how long I've been in existence, this is what I know, so I'm offering you this. This is how the gods operate. So the energies knew back in the days, our fathers, they walked to the farm, they knew our fathers would be farming. They go there and say, they already know exactly what a man is looking for. So they go to the man and say, you know what, I see you farm, can you give me water to drink? Okay, so the man gives, whoever being energy that has showed up water to drink, exchange. This is what sacrifices and offerings is about. So gives water to drink, and it says, okay, after water to drink, it says, can you give me something to eat? When you give them something to eat, they become satisfied. Now they say, oh, because you gave me to eat and because I'm satisfied, what do you want? Or sometimes they don't even ask you what you want. They already know because they've heard you pray in that same location before. So now they say, you know what, because you've been so kind to me, can you take care of this for me? I give you this. Can you just hold on to this for me? You hold it, they walk away. But by the time you look, they not no more, right? You open it, it's full of precious jewels, right? Gold, minerals, resources. Now they come again in your dream and say, this thing that I gave you, do this for it, do this for it, do this for it. So long as you do that for it, it will continue to grow, it will continue to expand, it will continue to increase. Now that has become an energy. So the pot of gold has become the point of contact through which you call onto the energy, the presence that gave you that particular pot of gold. So the process of you inquiring and action too is literally you having an altar to talk to that energy that was behind that pot of gold, and that pot of gold has become literally your source of your wealth, right? So now tells you in your dream, this. Every period of time, you go and offer this to the energy. You go and offer this to the energy. You go and offer. So long as you do what that particular energy likes, whatever the energy promises, God, the gods don't lie. Whatever the promises will keep coming, right? The minute you refuse doing that, then it means you've gone against the contract that you have signed. Now, let me ask you, how is this any demonic? How is this any evil? How is this any satanic operation that the devil is trying to mislead you and take you to hell? If you think this concept that I'm saying doesn't make sense, especially if you're in a religious body, I can't speak about Islam because I've never been a Muslim. I can only talk about Christianity, right? Go to the Bible. What happened to Abraham? They saw what? The three angels. These were gods. These were energies. How they've misled and bamboozled all of us. They visited him. He offered them to eat, offer sacrifices, service, them to eat. After he said it, they sacrificed, say, a year by this time. Are you understanding this? Says a year by this time. Why? Because they've served the energy. And now the energy in return is blessing him for what he's done. This is the whole ecology of the God service. I don't know if I went beyond myself. So when we take something like the power stick, right? There are energies that are behind this power stick. When you make don't even know whether I should teach this. I'm going to teach a lot. I'm going to say a lot. Everything I've just said, I had no idea I was even going to say that. It came from nowhere. My notes are here. I'm speaking out of whatever. Point is, these energies, these gods that are around us, we the Akanses Yami, they are created to serve us. They are not created to enslave you. They are not created to curse you. The gods don't bring curses upon yourself. This is not the God of the Bible. The gods come to serve you and ask you, okay, I'm going to render a service to you. How are you going to make sure I sustain these services that I render to you? And you say, okay, so long as I am alive, every single month, I'll give you a chicken. The energy say, thank you. But because human beings are desperate, when they go, you says, every single month I'll give you this, and I'll bring you this, and I'll bring you this, and if I don't bring it, let this happen to me. So now, what you want to say has become a hedge over your own self. You've created that clause for your own self. So now, when you fail to do what you said you was going to do, you say, I'll give you this, and all my generation, all my children will also come and do the same thing. Your children are innocent, have no idea what you just done, but you have gone ahead to commit them to what you've done. So now, because the gods don't lie or can never go against your words, they come and look for your children when you are no more and you refuse to do the necessary things. Your children are enjoying the blessings that are coming your way, right? Okay, where is the blessings coming from? From the energy. So now the energy comes and says that, you know what? You guys, nobody in this house is giving me what you said you're going to give me. Your father said that. And it's not my fault that your fathers didn't remind you that you're supposed to do this thing. But your father said, if you don't give me this thing, all the men of the house will be used as payback. So now you begin to see all the men in a particular family are struggling. Because when somebody, so it's not like God that is creating that curse for you. Unlike religious concept that it says that, come to me, do this. If you don't do this, this will happen to you. The gods do not work like that. Religious concepts were created by men. So men functioning in a way that it becomes like a yoke. In the spiritual sense of things, no God will put a yoke on you. Anyway, my time is fast spent. You know what? Hopefully I get to explain this in the next video. And if I'm not able to, you should join the class. You hear more of this. I love you guys. Make sure you visit our website, www.mikra.org, or send us our messages. The numbers are on your screen. Call the number, send a message, WhatsApp, whatever. Just speak to us. Whatever it is that you want us to explain further. If you have to be in the class, please join the class. You need any services from us, from the medical streams all the way to the spiritual quarters. We provide a whole wellness service to you. So whatever it is, give us a call, send us an email, send us a WhatsApp, send us an inbox, and we'll definitely get back to you. I love you guys.